folks, you beautiful people out there on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. It'll be appreciated, of course. Always, always. Yeah. Anyways, this is my kitchen area. It's going to be a little grow area. It's kind of sort of a tour. And the focus will be on particular events. Let's start up here on this shelf. Here's a Sologica species. Messengerina. It's got a little companion. I know the name of this little weed, or maybe it's not a weed. I'm not sure. Maybe from outside this summer. Look, this is certainly not going to be another new shoot. This is going to be a flower spike. Pendant, beautiful flower spike. She always does that. This time of the season. Winter time. My Sologica tomentosa, often referred to its old name, Messengerina, is in bloom. A very good sized specimen plant. Can bloom a couple of times a year. Multiple flowers on this pendant regime. This year came out with 19 flowers, last year 18. Very pleasant scent. If well grown enough, it can produce a couple of spikes at a time, and the spikes grows very, very rapidly. Takes about 1.5 weeks from when you spotted it. Looks like the end of a rattlesnake, a flower spike, and it develops, amazingly fast. So you can almost see it grow. Puts out a nice display. And did you know that so means woman in Greek? Yes. Loads of blooms, which lasts for about 14 days. And she's fragrant. Medium light. Let her stay outside this summer period, but she'll make do with staying inside as well. Quite easy to care for, in other words. And I think she's fairly beautiful. Her leaves are just great. And her smashing plump pseudobulbs are also great. Yeah. So let's put it back. Here I have RLC Golf Green hair pink. Should be in bloom by now, according to last year's schedule, when she bloomed for me for the first time in my care. It was during Christmas, around this time period, But I cannot see anything in there yet. It's not this growth isn't as great as last year's, so as you can see, the one she bloomed from, it's a bit better and taller. And I did divide this orchid, so maybe that took all of the energy away from her. But we shall see. It's a hybrid. It can be unpredictable. I finally managed to bloom a RLC Golf Green hair pig. It's a good 16 centimeter across the petals. It's green, depth to the throat. Looks really, really nice from a distance. Look. So, what's hiding here? You've probably already seen it. It's the very first time blooming for my primary hybrid cross, Orchid Cappy. Yeah, she's only opening up today, so I bet this isn't it. Her flowers will be better tomorrow or the day after. But it's just a little glimpse of her. Look at the funny splashes to the tips of the petals. That's a lovely detail. Ah, and sepals. Ah, gorgeous. Just getting better and better. And the scent is already there. 2 more. And 1 more there. And I'm not sure if there's anything in there. But obviously, she can bloom from last year's sheath growth. Yeah. As well as this year's growth. So, this is a blind sheath. The first one she created. And I was so excited. Yeah. So, until now, this gal has only been growing wider and wider. It didn't do much. So, I was figuring maybe divide her, sell a piece, or sell the whole plant. I was growing tired of her. And all of a sudden, this happens. So, never give up on a Cattleya. Yeah, sitting in ready-mix bark. Yeah, I was so tired of her. Yeah, you're gonna get ready-mix bark, I don't care. So, that's not a bad concept, obviously, with ready-mix bag bark from the grocery store. Yeah, let's put her back. And see too that she receives a fair amount of light. You know why? Yeah, it will make the flowers last longer. Sometimes you get tempted to move her to a more central position on your living room table or such whilst in bloom. But you will see shorter flowering. If you can't resist it, yeah, try to. Yeah. Mola Francis Fox, formerly known as the Richara. Yeah. She is gonna do a thing. That one is gonna grow. Suddenly start to grow very fast until it reaches the height of about 20 centimeters, and then she will start to create buds. And this time around, I think there is gonna be the second one down there. Yeah. But she's gonna bloom in, I think, March or April. So. She's still got some time left before I get mad at her. Alright, Charles Worthey, a little path. Cooler growing path, as they say, with a very shiny pouch. Beautiful purple sail. Yeah, she had 1 more flower, which, dropped just the other day, but it lasted for 5 good weeks. That's okay. This one's got about 2 more weeks to go. Yeah. I kept her no less than 20 degrees Celsius. So, as the cooler grower, she's considered to be. I mean, that was enough. Enough degrees to get her into bloom. It took her 3 years since I received her until she started to bloom for the first time. But, yeah, I think it was well worth the wait. Yeah, Sidium Ice Cascade. I got her in May last year. So, this is my achievement. It really is, yeah, due to my care. It's been 1 year. If I would have gotten her without any flowers or any spikes or anything of the sorts, and she starts to bloom and create spikes a couple of months later, that wouldn't be due to my care. So I wouldn't know really. This time around, I know. I did keep her outside from June to the end of October. And she started to spike, I think, in November or such. She blasted a couple of spikes though. This one almost. I started to create some buds in there, and that one died over the night. I don't know why. And we also did have another one, another spike here, which also turned, well, wet and soggy and died. But there's yet another one, which I think is gonna manage, yeah? But the bad things started to happen, I might say, when I was starting to water her on the saucer down there. A couple of times in a row, with a very, very short period of time in between the waterings. So I think the plant started to focus on her new growth instead. So if you can, do not water until the spikes are all out and well developed. I think that's my suggestion. Since that was all I did. Yeah? The only slight change I made whilst that was happening. No shift in temperatures, nothing. That was all that happened. So I just wanted to tell you guys. And that one you already seen several times. Rosy Dawn Hybrid. Can bloom with multiple spikes at a time and bloom sequentially as well. Yeah, look. Fragum Ver Super Grande. Almost looks like the Grande. Perhaps a bit larger flowers. I'm not sure. I never had the Grande. Yeah. Fragum Grande. Maybe. This one's flowers really are larger. They were quite amazing. So, now, when I've been standing here tempting you, I might as well just show you guys a short video on her flowers. First time blooming in my care, or ever, maybe. Last year. Same time period, winter. Yeah? Fragum Ver Super Grande, which means that it's got large flowers. Lovely detailed gap and a long, beautiful colored pouch. Blooms for exactly 3.5 weeks. Now the third one is opening up with short petals, which will reach the size and length of around 30 to 40 centimeter. No scent, but a very, very vigorous Fragum. An extremely well-grown plant with a good new growth coming to the center, sitting in small grey bark, charcoal, a bit of sphagnum moss, and some extra calcium added to the mixture. Should be kept moist at all times, and likes it on a little bit cooler side, intermediate side. Yeah, what do you think about that, guys? Well, worth having. In a clay pot, so I need to water her quite often. What else? A couple of more frags. Yes. Some looking promising. This one's still out. Dendrobium phalaenopsis Blue Happiness has been out for 3 months. That's incredible, as I said in my previous video. Up here, loads of beautiful puffy petalums. And my cristales are here. Unfortunately, they're going to be late bloomings on them, or none at all this time around. Here you guys, on the top shelf under the rotating fan, you can see my Sologica Blue in bloom. What I like most about this orchid is its lovely grape-shaped pseudobulbs. So even the foliage and the orchid itself is lovely without its flowers. It's a very, very cool growing orchid. It can stand almost frost temperatures. So look at its flowers, yeah, and its lovely, lovely orange striking center. It's the loveliest part of it. Yeah, around 7 centimeters across, like usual. It's quite a common size for orchid flowers, isn't it? But I did spot something to the back row amongst this crowded gathering of paths. I'm gonna bring her down to you so you can see. This is amazing, guys. I thought she was, or he, or whatever, was starting to decline. Looking a little bit flimsy, a little bit tired, as if I had been overwatering it, or as if it was starting to lacking out on roots, or viable roots at least. Pavlovii, hey. Gassy Bear, if you're watching, I know that you have a huge, beautiful, beautiful lovii, probably still in bloom, which is a lot larger, around, what did you say, 80, 60 centimeters or even wider across the leaf span. I think we talked about that, but never mind. This one isn't as wide, but what she is doing. I thought she looked a little bit pregnant. So it's the first spike. Maybe. No, I'm not going to tear that one apart, but this is this is the newest one created here. And of course, this is the one it arrived with when I bought it in September last year at the Orchid show in Landskrona from KG Orchids. So this is not really due to my care. Or if it is, it will, we'll soon know next year if this one will do the same. Then I'm on the right track. This time I won't take credit for any of it, really. Now, time to water. Need some energy to create that spike properly. So, even a little bit of nutrients. And I don't think I haven't repotted it at all. I don't think so. I would have done it more properly than this. No gaps like this. Yeah. I would. All right. So we have this cabinet. Here the beautiful little Rendus citrata, my new acquisition, is hanging. Yes. Now look here. Sologica Satana, the Sologica species from the Philippines. One of the most beautiful ones there is. Can bloom quite young. And as the plant matures, it will create multiple flower spikes and multiple sequential flowers on each spike. Each flower lasts for 1.5 weeks at a maximum, but in return, it shall create flowers sequentially. The older the plant gets, the better the flowering. And the older leaves will decline as natural as the new shoot is blooming. Keep it evenly moist, dappled light, can bloom at any time of the year. A very rewarding plant to have in your collection. With this deep maroon chocolate colored lip is very smashing to look at from a distance. Yeah, a beautiful, beautiful brown and, shall we say, bone white? Dirty white? Nah, I'm not sure. Color flowers. I think the best thing about this orchid is the coloration of the flowers. They are smashing. And you can detect them from miles away, really. And that it blooms in sequences. So it can bloom for a very long time. A couple of months, or at least 2 months in a row. But in return, the flowers aren't very long lasting. But they do pop up, one after another, on the same spike here. So that's great. That's funny to see that it keeps the schedule so continuously. And in here, as I said probably before, I keep my, well, there are other things as well, but mostly dendrobiums. Which I keep a bit on the dry side, a bit more on the dry side here. This little semblance. A community pot consists of several types of Dendrobium long-caned orchids, the Dendrobium nestor and anosmum, one of his parents, at least. And I forgot about the rest of them, but I think they're growing on very nicely. But I wouldn't get the rockwool and perlite medium far too dry, as it will suck out all of the liquid from the existing roots. So yeah, they will die off, all of them. So a little bit of water every once in a while to keep it slightly damp, but no fertilizer at this time of the year. That's at least how I intend to keep these types of orchids. And if they do not bloom that well for me, they might bloom at another time period in my life, yeah? So, maybe not here, but maybe somewhere else. Who knows? I just like to have them well grown. This is the Sologica SCI, the mounted one from the Orchid show. Yeah, starting to become a bit too dry. So just a little bit of spraying every once in a while as it's mounted. But there are quite a good deal of moss hiding behind all of these canes. So I wouldn't want to get it far too wet this time of the year, as it's resting for the moment. There are resting ones and there are non-resting ones. And some of the resting ones aren't resting, such as the Dendrobium bulanianum. Some new roots. Needs a bit of water. This one, the Sidium. Well, starting to lose a couple of leaves and no new roots. So not so much water, really, needed at this time of the year. But my little this one, like always, I will never succeed with my Trichopelias, it seems. But well, it's not a bad plant. It's the one from the show in September. Looks like she's got roots. Looks like the roots are viable all the way down there. But she's dry, yeah. She needs something else. That's why I put her into the cabinet. At least for a newest growth to develop properly. And these roots seems to be quite short. Do not want to go down, so I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna add a layer of perhaps something more water retentive, such as small grade bark. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, and I cannot wait. So I think that's gonna happen immediately. So the new roots won't die off. I think it's a little bit too chunky, the pieces of bark I added. Yes. Trichopelias. I don't know why, but it always seems like the ones you desire the most are the most stubborn ones. Does it ring a bell? Not sure. Yeah, I'm really sure. It's certain. So, smaller paps goes on these shelves. Some flowering sized, overbloomed cochineum, as you can see. My second little fowl, Schilleriana, a little companion. Growing nicely. A little bit more cooler growing paths to the bottom shelf. I don't know if that helps, but at least I got a couple of flowers on the Worthey down here, so yeah, we can do what we can. That's all we can do. And this beautiful little philodendron. It's not an orchid, but she's doing very well here in orchid mix. Class and Orchidine, as a matter of fact. I think I won this one, or got it at an auction or such. I like her. yeah, let's not make this video far too long, but now we got an idea of what's going on in my kitchen area, at least. And in the following video, I'm going to show you guys some stuff in my other larger growing area. So, until I see you next time, so take care. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you want to. Share. Leave a comment and stuff. And we should talk soon. Bye bye guys. Have a lovely day.